Hey everyone, Patrick from Twist and Shout here. Just wanted to do a quick rundown of how we are going to do our Black Friday RSD event on next Friday, November 29th. If you've come down to RSD events with us before, it's probably going to be a lot of recap for you, but it never hurts to check it out again. And if you haven't, this will be a good primer for how to do RSD events at Twist and Shout. We got a few simple rules that I'll talk about in a minute when we are back there. But we are going to be opening at 10 a.m. on the 29th. It's the day after Thanksgiving. Everyone's going to be a little turkey full, so we'll open later. It's not like regular record store day, so we don't need to get up super early, right? Hopefully you'll come in, sleep into, and then we'll see you at around 10 a.m. when we open. However, because there are super limited things, people will be lining up beforehand, and the line is just going to go right up the ramp here from our front door up to here, and then follow me and we'll go back this way. All right. And then it'll come back here. And if it's a lot of people, we're going to go by the garage over here and just make sure that you leave a space for access to the garage. Those of you who've been coming here for the last year or so will notice that we no longer have our gates in there. So you're not going to need any validation. You're not going to need to worry about any of that stuff. You could just go in and park, leave with no hassle. It'll be super easy, and I hope you all appreciate it because they were a challenge for all of us. So anyway, just make sure again that you cross this and do not go anywhere between the fence here and the post. Leave the whole thing open for parking that morning. So once we do the whole line here, we'll be letting everyone in at 10, and you can just file on in and get what you need. The simple rules we have that we do for all RSD events are like this. It's an in-store event. We want to bring people into the record store to shop and check it out and talk with other people about music, which is what the record store is all about. That's the whole idea of a record store, is it's a communal space, one of the third space kind of places, as they say. And, come on down, talk about music, hang out, get some collectible, cool stuff that's going to be limited and only available that day. And then, then go home and listen, of course. So in the spirit of this, all Record Store Day items, all Black Friday items are available in-store only. We do not do any phone orders or internet orders. We can't do any holds for any length of time for the Black Friday weekend. And it's one copy of everything per customer. You can buy as many different Black Friday items as you'd like, but only one copy per customer. We want everyone to have the opportunity to share in this event and be able to, get a bunch of cool stuff. So, and then lastly, leading up to the event and partially on the weekend as well, we do not give information out about quantity or pricing. You do just need to come down and see if we got it and see how much it is. We order everything that's on the list, so we will have most of it. We do get allocations sometimes, but come on down and just check it out and see what we've got. And, if we're sold out of something, we'll let you know. But beyond that, you do just need to drop down. Again, it's an in-store event, and that's the whole purpose. Let's go back this way and check out some other stuff, and I'll show you a couple things inside. Well, hello. Once you're inside the store, we're going to lead you on back to the vinyl room where all of the items are going to be held. But one thing that I do want to put out in advance is you should go to the Record Store Day website and check out what titles are available. It's always shifting because sometimes there's production issues or shipment issues and things get bumped back. It's always worth checking to see what exactly is available. They have the live, most updated list, and if there are any things that are going to be delayed or anything like that, that is the most up-to-date list. So make sure you check that out and kind of prep your own personal list of things you're interested in so that you can do the smartest shopping and the most targeted shopping once you're in here. So let's go on back and I'll show you how things are set up. All the records are going to be set up throughout our vinyl room here, and I'll show you in a little bit more detail in just a sec how that happens. But I do want to point out over here, any CDs that are being released for Black Friday are going to be on this end cap, and there are going to be a few special items back at the counter here, things that are very limited and have weird packaging and that kind of stuff. At least one I can think of, the Beatles 7-inch with carrying case, is going to be back here. There may be more. We'll inform you of that in line before we come in. But come on out here and I'll show you how we have this set up. So the way we set up our Record Store Day pieces every year, every Record Store Day event, is rather than filing them out all over the place under artist names or whatever, we just put things under their letter. So if the artist's last name starts with A, they're going to be with the A card. If they're B, they'll be with the B card, and so forth. Compilations and soundtracks will be under their title letter. But everything else is just going to be, everything is just going to be under these letters. And what we do is we clear out the end bins of each row and we put the card there, and then all the A titles will be together. There's no genre division. There's nothing like that. Just if it starts with A, it's going to be here no matter what. In the next row, we'll have B, and it'll be in the bins here, C, D, E, and so forth. If they're smaller, we'll consolidate them so it won't be exactly like that, but essentially it'll be through this and then down this way. We skip this aisle just to keep traffic flowing. And then it'll be on this side at the poles of each row all the way to the back. Okay, so we end up back here and we'll use as many rows as we need to fill things out. May not be all the way to the back of the store if we don't get there, but we like to have them spaced out and under the individual letters so that you can have some room to work. So a good strategy is to go to that Record Store Day page, look at the list of what's going to be available and mark down what's most important to you, and then maybe a secondary item, and then go out to find the letters for whatever is most important and what's on the top of your list first, and then work your way down to maybe the secondary tier of items that you need to get. We find that's the easiest way to get through here. It'll be spread out through the whole room, so there'll be space, and it should work out pretty well. That's kind of everything. Feel free to call the store at 303-722-1943 if you have any questions. But a reminder that we will not be able to tell you anything about pricing or quantity. All of the restrictions that we have, one per customer, no phone orders, no internet orders, and no holds for any length of time, are applicable only through the weekend of Record Store Day, so Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of the end of November there. But once we hit Monday, December 2nd, all of the restrictions are lifted and you are free to order to your heart's content or buy as many copies as you'd like. So hopefully we'll see you next Friday, the 29th. And again, we open at 10 a.m. We'll see you there.